Welcome to Marvelous or the Death of Cinema. On this very special patron episode, we're going to take a serious, sober look at addiction and living with a mental disability. Just kidding. We're talking about Sia's fucking misguided vanity project, Music, where Kate Hudson has a severely autistic little sister who cures her drug addiction through the magic of being very special.
Was that what the movie was about?
I guess. It's kind of hard to tell what the movie's about.
It is kind of hard to tell about what the movie's about. It is a piece of shit. You're right, Stu.
All right, episode over. Thank everybody for listening.
Oh, God, yeah. God, where do we start with this?
Shout out to Jim. You know, whatever. What else we do?
Shout out
to
episode out.
Kevin Nguyen. Hi, I'm Kevin.
Yeah.
And Miguel's gonna start making better use of the clip of you saying.
You know what gets me harder than goat seed? Oh no.
That he only used that once.
Miguel's
not gonna save you.
No.
Miguel's not gonna save you here.
Miguel, you can't do that. That's so mean.
Miguel, edit Cole this episode to sound like the worst out of all three of us.
No editing required, baby. Not a single fucking edit required.
Okay. All right. Where do we want to start with this?
I think we have to introduce
I feel
ourselves, right?
Hi, I'm Nicole.
We don't have to do that strictly on the Patreon episodes. It's just the mainline episodes.
Oh, is this a patron episode? I thought last episode was a patron episode.
We're doing our main episode later for scheduling reasons.
Yeah.
So we're recording this now, but it comes out a week after.
Oh my god, yeah. So we know the future.
Kind of the opposite. We're stuck in the past.
Fuck, dude. Yeah. Oh my god, Miguel.
So if you're listening to this in the rubble of the nuclear war, thank you for joining us. I hope you're still supporting the Patreon. We're going to need potable water and ammunition, and your money goes a long way.
Does it though? They blew up the Federal Reserve like day 2. Yeah.
Your cryptocurrency goes a long way. Imagine crypto in the apocalypse. I bet that's what crypto guys believe. They're just gold bugs too. They think
Haktua coin is the only respected currency right now. I'm predicting in a week. Entire Federal Reserve has collapsed. Nope, no Dogecoin, no dollar bills. Just the only thing that has any monetary value anymore is Haktua coin or whatever that shit's called.
It's crazy that this all started because they wouldn't nerf that fucking shark in Marvel Rivals.
All right. Anyways,
just brick walling that one.
Oh man.
Where do we want to start with this? Because I feel like this needs context. This needs context specifically.
Does it?
Yes.
No context, kid. Okay, so
see, because we need to first, before we even talk about this movie, we need to talk about Sia, her like career, who she was, who she became, and to my understanding, this movie bricked her career. So,
well, I think the most important thing we need to know about Sia is that she's Australian.
True. Yeah.
The other pieces start to fall into place once you establish that she is from Racism Island.
All right, so
not to be confused with the other Racism Island, or Pedophile Island, or Racist Pedophile Island.
Yep, Little St. James.
Or New Zealand.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Little St. James. Okay,
no, it's not Japan, but okay.
Oh, okay. Oh God,
Japan,
this episode's gonna be rough. All right, so Sia, basically one of the most sort of, I don't know if important, but I would say maybe prolific songwriters of the important.
I think you could say important, like, because I mean, if you just kind of look at her output, it's like songwriter for Rihanna's most popular era. You kind of forget, sort of in the inverse of Taylor Swift, you kind of forget like 15 years ago, like Rihanna was like a massive fucking superstar. to the like.
Oh yeah, and all of her songs had one line of lyric that just repeated.
Yeah, like just
most of those written by Sia.
A giga superstar, like just on the level that we think of like Taylor Swift now. That was what Rihanna was in the early 2010s, especially after the Chris Brown breakup and like the feud with Drake or whatever. Like just this massive, humongous fucking superstar. And
yeah, that was
the
short-lived period I was going to like clubs and stuff.
Yeah.
In the city, and just nonstop with the Rihanna.
Yeah,
just
I remember every single Rihanna song from that period, and I couldn't remember the last time I heard a Rihanna song in public. You know, it's like just completely disappeared. And yeah, Sia did a lot of that. Sia also, I think, also did stuff for Ed Sheeran when Ed Sheeran first blew up.
Yeah, she definitely collaborated with him at first, but I mean before that she was like an indie sort of musician. Like I remember specifically being in like middle school, early high school, and one of her albums was just being exclusively sold in Starbucks.
Yeah,
I remember that.
She was like that kind of singer. Like before like Chandelier, which was like the big thing that thrust her. Like after she did the David Guetta Titanium song, but like Chandelier was like her big sort of,
God,
like,
she did Christina
reintroduction
Aguilera
as a pop
too.
star.
Oh my god!
But like before any of that, like her biggest song was a favorite amongst like the anime like AMV community. How does that help? I've done it again. Breathe Me.
No,
That
actually,
was a,
you know
that
what was
big...
before that? You know
what
was before that everyone forgets with Sia was she did that David Guetta song. Remember?
No, that was after. I literally just said. I mean, that was after Breathe Me, but that was before Chandelier.
Was David?
Yeah, Titanium.
Was Titanium? Yeah, that like one of the most popular. Yeah. Oh my god, dude! Holy shit! I completely forgot she did Titanium. Yeah, that was everywhere. She did stuff for like Kelly Clarkson. She did stuff for Jennifer Lopez. She did stuff like pretty much the entire early 2010s like indie pivot by female singer songwriters to be this like indie but also EDM but also ballad style was her invention. Like
yeah, very influential behind the scenes on top of her actual own career and public career and celebrity.
And then after the David Guetta song like got her a lot of mainstream traction, she pivots to being like a pop star in her own right in around like 2014, but with the important novelty of I'm not going to show my face anymore. So she was constantly performing in these big giant wigs that covered her face, and more importantly, and this is going to be transition to talking about music proper, Sia picked a young dancer that was featured on the show Dance Moms to be her stand-in.
Yes. And part of that,
by the name of Maddie Ziegler.
Part of that was due to the fact that like both the wig and using stand-ins is due to the fact that not only is she apparently like a very quiet and shy personality, but she's also older. I don't think she's ever actually publicly given her age, but it's rumored that she's like in her late 50s, early 60s. She's much older than a female pop star is usually.
I thought she was.
She's born in 1975. So she's like
in her
50.
30s
oh, no,
by
the
50. Time.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in
but
she's talking about.
Older, a bit older than like
she's
people
older.
She was writing music for.
Because she had a long career before the 2010s. I want to say she first came on the scene in the 90s doing like dog shit for white people. I assume whatever the fuck Australians were listening to, she was doing that shit for them 30 years ago.
She was a background vocalist for Jamiroquai.
Oh, okay, I take it back. Actually, she seems kind of cool. I fuck with some Jamiroquai.